Welcome back to On the Flip Side. Today is a special day. Today was the birth of a very special man named Rush. And today we're going to be talking with my friend Caleb here about 2112, which is also today if you're in Europe.
Only Europe.
There's a lot of orange juice. You didn't even finish your cran apple. What is the best track on Rush's 2112 and why is it Rush's 2112?
There's a B-side?
Is there?
Apparently not.
I've never turned the record over.
Because if you do, you're a quitting coward. You play 2112 on repeat by itself. Always.
Should we talk about the song itself, jokes aside, or?
Probably.
I don't know, the jokes are kind of funny. I'd say most people have listened to 2112. It's probably not even most people, but
some people have listened to 2112.
Some people who have never had their wives or girlfriends in the room have been listening to 2112 at some point. I thought of this question as I was waking up today. Is 2112 like taking place concurrently the entire length of the album? Or is the year 2112 at the beginning and not the end? Or vice versa? You know, because like all the events are kind of spread out a bit.
Yeah, I assume it's within 1 year.
I don't know. I mean, like...
At the same time, 2112 to 2113 does not have the same ring to it as just a single year.
I know, but like, okay, alternatively, what if the end is the only part that's 2112, where it's like, planets of the Solar Federation, we have assumed control, and then the events prior were years before that, and this is a lead up to 2112, which I had never thought about until I woke up this morning, half naked. Yeah.
There's no shame in that.
Well, most people sleep half naked, not entirely naked. Wow, I should have made coffee instead of drinking juice.
Probably. There's still time.
Nah. So, as you can see, we have 2 copies of 2112 here. We have the entire side A, which is 20 minutes of track.
Here's the problem with 2112. Is 2112 the song is only 20 minutes and 13 seconds. And I'm wondering, could they not fit an extra minute in there? Literally anywhere?
I mean, you know, you can like turn like a turntable speed down a little bit with like the like tweaking knob. Like, you could potentially slow it down to just under 33 RPMs, and I bet you that most turntables could tweak to that speed.
Probably.
They probably had the space for it. I mean, shit, I think I have a record that has like 25 minutes of space on one side. Probably a Swans record. Why is the most banging part of this song, like, way towards the beginning? Why is the Temples of Syrinx, like the most banging part of the track?
Well, I think you have to, if you're gonna do 20 minutes worth of music, you need to start it off right foot forward. So you start off with like the most jamming part so that somebody gets the record, they put it on and like, yeah, this is awesome. And then you slow it down so they wonder where the fuck they are and why are they doing this to themselves.
Walking a strange device speed. When I touch it, it gives forth
the sound.
Yeah, alright.
And then you just, it's not quite a reprisal of the intro, the outro, but it goes back to a much heavier tone.
Yeah, like that guitar solo at the end.
Yeah.
Peak. By the way, if you've never listened to 2112, what are you doing? It's Rush.
Just listen to Rush.
Listen to all of their albums that we have here.
The year was 1751 and John
How I
Canada.
wish I was in Sherwood now. I don't think that's the lyric.
I don't know.
Spotify Wrapped, you only listen to sea shanties. Fuck.
Congratulations, you're a better person than most.
Only listening to sea shanties?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll take
There's
it.
a superior form of music. There's a reason they've lasted so long.
We don't necessarily just have to talk about the record, do we?
I don't think so.
Alright, so what's the best album cover each decade?
Each decade?
Yeah, because I'm thinking like they didn't do any 70s or 60s albums, did they?
I don't think so.
I think their self-titled was like 71.
Yeah.
Or shit, it might have been 68 or 69.
Nice.
Alright, excluding that because I can't remember it off the top of my head. 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, and then we'll just plug Clockwork Angels as the end too.
Yeah.
It's
a good album.
We'll say the decade is the 0 to the 9. What would your 70s Rush album be?
I think it has to be 2112, honestly. Like, no offense to Caresses of Steel or Fly By Night.
Honestly, I was gonna go Caress of Steel. That's like one of the albums I've listened to the least of all, but I love the album cover a
Fair enough.
I like green. No, I think like it's one of their more unique album covers. I mean, it's
Yeah.
it's Rush. They're all pretty out there, but like as far as like themes and like,
Which, it's funny you say that, because that's why I like 2112 so much, is because it's a lot more simple.
you think so?
Yeah, I mean,
It definitely is like one of the most iconic, aside from like Moving Pictures or Frankie Goes to Hollywood.
Frankie Goes to Hollywood is my favorite Rush album.
Yeah.
And you can, that's official.
I like how we were gonna ignore it, but I keep looking at it.
Every time you see
I
it.
keep looking at it. It's really funny. It's a great record. No, so I'd say for 70s, mine's Dress of Steel Years is 2112.
Yeah.
That's fair. What's the best 80s one?
I mean, for the 80s, what do you have? You have
Yeah,
obviously Moving Pictures.
Power Windows.
Power Windows is not good. I think Hold Your Fire is like.
Is that the red one?
Yeah.
The red album cover? Yeah, I think it's like
It has like some
88.
balls on it.
Yeah.
It's
So
very synthy.
So the only option is really Moving Pictures, isn't it?
I mean, it's the best album from the 80s.
It's the best album covers.
But the best album cover.
I don't know why we're not doing best album, but I think best album cover I kind of like a little more.
It's a lot different,
It's
and
a
there's a
little
lot more
dodgier.
debate. Yeah. What is it? Signals.
Signals?
Signals is good. Because
Oh wait,
it's
I'm an
like-
idiot. Hemispheres is an 80s album, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, isn't it like
Yeah, I think
80?
that's like.
82?
It might just be like 80.
Actually, no, I might be wrong. This might be 77. It's fine.
Oh, it's all falling
everything is
apart.
fine. It's 78. Damn it! I've messed up everything.
Well, there's a very good 70s.
Who put this back in like a DJ? This is wrong. No. Baby boy. Okay, this was property of one R. Hickman before me. Thanks, R.
I don't know about you, but I always like to browse the Rush records whenever I'm in a record store. Almost all of them
Have a name on it.
have a name on them.
Why won't it stay like it was before? I don't know. It always kind of makes me mad when you're like browsing through records and someone's like stuck with like a label tape like their name on it, because it's like, wow, yeah, I would buy this copy of Jethro Tull's Heavy Horses, but
Who the fuck's Jimmy?
yeah, who the fuck is Jimmy?
But like, who's gonna steal a Rush album? The only people who like Rush are Rush fans, and they're just gonna have the album already.
What do you mean? Like stealing it, like in the sense of like having like
Yeah, why do you need your name on it?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Nobody is like, oh,
Rush fans don't invite people to their house.
Rush fans don't have friends.
Okay, so we did the 80s. I think the 90s gets a little interesting with like Roll the Bones and like
Roll the Bones is good.
Yeah.
Counterparts is good.
I love the Counterparts cover. Test Wreck.
Can't forget Tesseract, or how about Presto with a bunch of bunny rabbits?
Oh my god, I forgot about Presto. That album is not very good.
It exists.
Yeah. I'd say that the best ones are either Counterparts or Roll the Bones.
I think it's Roll the Bones.
Yeah,
I think the.
Roll the Bones has a great album cover.
Mhm.
What
It's
is that, like
honestly a
92
great
or
album.
91? I think it's 93 because I think Counterparts is 91.
Can you believe that Neil Peart wrote rap lyrics, and then they couldn't find a rapper to do them? So then in the music video they animated a skeleton for it.
What?
Yeah, that's a thing that happened.
I never watched the video.
It exists. It was supposed to be Will Smith on that album.
Will Smith was gonna be on a Rush album?
Yeah, they asked him like 7 times. And until like the 7th time they asked
He
him,
was
he
like, please, just leave me alone. I don't speak Canada.
I think what it was is like, he's like, yeah, I'll find time for it, I'll find time for it, I'll
And
find
then he
time
was in
for it.
Independence Day.
Yeah.
And it just messed up the whole thing.
So,
It's a good movie. It's like one of those bad good movies,
welcome
though.
to Earth.
Welcome to Earth. So we finished the 90s. It's pretty much Roll the Bones consistently.
Yeah.
The 2000s. I mean, there's only like 2 Rush records in the 2000s.
I mean,
It's
you
like-
got Snakes and Arrows
and
Vapor
Vapor
Trails.
Trails. I love the Snakes and Arrows album cover. I really like the Vapor Trails cover, despite
Vapor Trails
the
covers
being goofy.
great, and Vapor Trails is a bad album, but its cover's awesome.
Yeah.
But if you want to lump Clockwork Angels into the 2000s albums,
Well, I mean, we
It's
didn't
2012.
we didn't put in their self-titled at the beginning, so I feel like
Yeah.
those are good bookends. Plus, I mean, the cover's good. It's a good cover.
it's
Look
nice
at
and
it.
simple. It's got some satanic shit on that clock. If
No.
you were
No,
Christian,
these
if
are
you were,
alchemical symbols. That's the symbol for sulfur.
Huh.
Yeah,
I'd have never known that.
that's why it's also You've seen Castlevania, you idiot.
I have.
It's in the show.
Huh.
Yeah, no, those are all chemical symbols. I've never actually taken a super close look at that album cover. I didn't realize that the background was like water droplets, but it's red, and I kind of hate it.
What?
I've only ever looked at it on a small screen.
It has a weirdly nautical theme, Clockwork Angels.
Yeah,
There's a lot of
for an
talk
album
about
with a
boats.
with a red album cover. Kind of odd. All right, yeah, I'll take it.
None of this is.
Who's your favorite Rush drummer and why?
And why is it John Rutsey?
Oh God! Oh.
Why is it John Rutsey's heroin addiction?
Is that why they kicked him out?
He died like 2 or 3 years later.
Damn, you know, he was doing that kind of early.
Yeah, no, they weren't even close
It
to
wasn't.
making
It wasn't even the 90s.
Yeah, they were probably still like
I mean,
playing.
heroin was a thing in like the 50s and then like the 90s.
Mhm.
You know, and I only say the
You
50s
have to remember
because I
that-
know that Naked Lunch exists. I'm right.
Listen, here's the thing: is you have to remember Canada's about 2 or 3 decades off of where the rest of the developed world is, because they freeze every winter and are stuck in cryostasis for about 6 months.
That's kind of sick. Rush should write a song about that.
Yeah, I'll just hit up Neil Peart real quick, see if he can do some lyrics.
Uh,
He'd know a lot about being cold right now.
I feel like that's. Is that not okay?
No, it made me really sad to say out loud, but I did it anyway.
Why is he gone?
He's gone, but John Bon Jovi is still kicking it.
God
Good music.
damn it! No! We're living in the worst timeline. It's 2112 Day, and on this special day is a day where Geddy Lee shoves his bass far down your mother's gullet, and you're blessed with a new baby brother who can play drums real good.
How does the bass end up with a good drum player?
How does the drum end up with a good bass player? It's the rhythm section.
When you say rhythm section, we're talking about Rush.
Oh, shit.
There's no such thing as a rhythm section in Rush, because they just take turns.
Okay, so the rhythm section is whoever's playing rhythm. And it's never the guitar. Actually, no. Fuck, you're right. Rush is the greatest band of all time. We'll see you later this week. Thanks for watching, guys.